pass me the keyboard? The one near you?
This
That
one?
Yeah. It's almost 6 hours.
Wow, guys, this is going fast. Let's restart. Let's reset it.
Are you-
24 hours from now.
You mad?
Are you mad?
You mad?
Did you remember the game we were just playing? There's a dumpster across the street.
Nobody will ever know. Did you see the pictures I took a couple months back? I guess they were taking apart a brick wall inside the house, and they had just made a little chute to throw the bricks down into the dumpster. But as the dumpster got filled up, the bricks started skipping out of the
they were,
dumpster
bouncing
and into the street.
And
No, I did not see that picture. Oh man,
it was
I wish
awful.
I had.
And there were like people, walking by, and there was like this one pregnant woman who like looked at
Oh,
it
that's great.
and then sort of started like walking around the dumpster. And I was like, guys, this is just not a good idea for anyone. All right. I already rolled the first one. I know who won it. Do I say?
I don't know. I'm starting the game now. It's sponsored by Joe and Conrad.
Thank you, Joe and Conrad,
Pillow
for
Fight
making an
Games.
adorable. Sorry, go ahead.
That's
Say that
weird.
again. Of Pillow Fight Games.
Of Pillow Fight Games. You can find them on Twitter at Pillow Fighto,
Yep.
at
name.
Josephine.
And
I feel like
Carnus
no, it's Canis like TEH
Yeah.
rad. I feel like
Canis Tarad.
all three of those things are fairly difficult to convey in speech. Josephine, I feel like, is the most obvious because it's Josephine, but with the
Guess who won the first one?
Was it Ian's mom?
No.
Was it?
Oh wait. Restart this song. Put the song up, and I'll announce it.
I don't think I have the.
Oh. Oh no! Wait. But we need that.
We're almost 1/4 of the way there.
Ready?
Daylight
Do
savings
do
time.
do. Drum roll.
It's that on Twitter, but with the note.
The first winner is Harrison.
Woohoo!
Our friend from the internet, Harrison.
Can you play this game with the controller? It's looking like no. That's too bad.
Good job, Harrison.
Thanks, Hannah. Wait, can you turn it down a little so I don't have to shout?
Yeah. Yeah, you won a Rose of Winter.
Or maybe options?
Do you have the
I want to
code?
thank my family and God. If you, I think you're on the chat with Joe. It's a Twitter DM.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Hold on. I want to check. Gotta check the options.
Whoa.
Can't start a video
Not
game.
expecting that.
Oh man. High contrast, standard. I like a little high contrast in my display.
Actually, I don't. Oh, yeah, no.
Max the text speed. Okay, we ready?
All right.
I was gonna retweet your thing. I realized everyone who follows me follows you. So
Oh, yeah. It's one of those things.
Sort of same with
Beware, evildoers, for I am Rosemary, the Night of Winter. Or should it be the Blade of Winter? Oh, maybe the Rose of Winter? Doesn't that sound impressive? You know, a symbol of hope bursting through the ice. That's good, right? I mean, it's not too completely embarrassing, is it? Oh well, I'll figure out a good knightly sounding title someday.
Oh.
My actual name is Rosemary, which isn't very knightish.
Oh, that is.
And as for the Blade of Winter thing, well, I'm in a place where it's been snowing a lot, and to be honest, I just think it sounds cool.
Does.
Cool stuff doesn't have to make sense, right? Anyway, Tonikaku.
My cousin's name is Winter Rose because she was born in the winter and her name is Winter, and then something else.
Tonikaku. About a year ago, I left my family's farm.
Farm.
My family's farm.
My family's farm
to
in northern New Hampshire.
to fulfill my destiny and become a knight. Sounds pretty amazing, right? I thought so too. What? Are you spoiling yourself?
No, I was making sure I could play it.
So far, though, I've just been doing odd jobs for gold wherever I can find them. I've slain the occasional beast and rescued plenty of cats from trees. It's not exactly what I expected, but it's a living.
All
I
right.
guess that
Shout out.
makes me more of a mercenary than a real knight. But hey, I've got a cool suit of armor and my
Without reading
trusty
it in a
sword,
fair
so I'm
maiden
almost
voice,
there.
Dave.
Why wouldn't this be a fair maiden's voice?
I don't know.
Sigh. I hate to admit it, but it's harder to become a knight than I thought. I'll always keep trying, though. Makase nai. My travels eventually brought me to this tavern at the foot of Mount Needle. You wouldn't know how cozy it is in here, but the mountain outside is super dangerous. You wouldn't know it from how cozy it is. Mount Needle! So named for the freezing winds that pierce your very skin. Crawling with deadly beasts that hunger for human flesh, only the bravest of the brave dare to venture there. Doesn't that sound like the perfect place for an aspiring knight to find your destiny?
Alright, Harrison, I'm going to DM it to you.
I'm so excited. Anyway, now that I'm here, I've got to find a job, and fast. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I have a note that has all the codes in it, so I can just share that with you, and then you can...
All of the codes?
Yeah, the ones they gave me.
Wait, Rose of Winter?
Rose of Winter, and they gave us ones for Hustle Cat. Too.
Oh, but was that not in the same chat?
I don't think the Hustle Cat ones were, but I'm saying if I share this note with you, then you can delete them as they're given away, and we don't.
Yeah. Well, I'm just highlighting them off of I made a spreadsheet with everyone's names so they can do their own thing. Yay! Don't thank us, thank Joe and Conrad.
It took fucking...
Oh, she's so cute. She's got such puppy cat eyebrows.
It took Apple long enough to do this, like, shareable note shit.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for that for what feels like forever. Harrison said, got it. Thank you, Graz.
Yay!
Thank you, Harrison.
I know. Well, I said don't thank us. Thank yourself and also Joe and Conrad.
That is actually...
She does have a gigantic sword.
But it's not even the sword's gigantic. How do you balance out on a handle that small?
It's... how do you balance it on that butt? It's the lightning style.
Yeah.
Sword butt. Anyway, now I'm here. I've got to find a job, and fast. I spent the last of my gold getting a room at this tavern. Planning ahead isn't exactly my strong suit. Luckily, the tavern has plenty of postings for mercenaries. I mean knights, like me. It shouldn't be hard to find a job here. See, beyond Mount Needle lies Starlight City, one of the most beautiful and prosperous places in the world. People from all kingdoms gather there for important businesses.
What?
To get there,
iCloud.
you can either travel by boat for days on end or take a shortcut over the deadly mountain. Most people take the long way, but it just so happens there are 4 princes of different kingdoms here at this tavern now. Each of them has urgent business in Starlight City and needs to take the shortcut, however dangerous it might be. They'll need an escort to make it across. That's where I come in. It won't let you do it?
No, it's fine. It's just not loading. It's being stupid.
I may not be great at planning, but I've got good instincts, a huge sword, and more than enough strength to use it. Actually, let me try one more thing. Because it said it also lets you try it through...
Just fucking text him to me, dude.
AirDrop.
What?
Nothing, the codes.
Oh.
I guess. It's just easier if we have something on the cloud where we can both edit
Wait,
it.
so these are for, Muscle Cat?
Yeah, I separated it. Oh.
You know, if you put a gun to my head, half the time I'll spell hustle with 2 S's and half the time I'll spell it with ST.
Sure.
Okay.
Kenneth said there's a Chrome extension that lets you change the size of Twitch chat.
Ooh.
That's interesting. I just do a chat pop-out window and then increase the magnification to 200%. This gal does sound very Danish. I can get prince across that mountain with my eyes closed. I think. So let's see. The 4 princes are: first is Faulkner, Prince of the Fae. I've heard a little about him. He's supposed to be all dashing and elegant, the perfect gentleman. But the Fae people are supposed to be really tiny. I mean, I've never met one, but that's what I hear. How's he going to handle crossing a treacherous mountain? Well, I guess it's my job to figure that out. Next is Prince Elganter of the Southern Kingdom. He's pretty young, like a little kid. The job,
like little kid young.
The job posting came from his caretaker who's traveling with you. I don't judge based on looks, but doesn't he look kind of like a scruffy drifter? Should a guy like that really be taking a kid? I wonder what the story is here. He didn't even post his name. The third is Tarun, Prince of the Dragons, who is, well, it's kind of scary, but he's actually a real dragon.
Oh my god!
The job posting says he's a fire dragon, so he doesn't do well in cold weather. He has to take human form to solve energy. So he's really weak and needs a lot of help getting across the mountain. Oh, well, in that case, this shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, knights deal with dragons all the time. Don't they? This should be a piece of cake. Finally, there's Prince Kuya of the Moon Forest.
He kind of looks like Ganon.
To be honest, I'm more scared of him than a dragon. Insane Court said date the beast guy, so I guess that's this.
Aw.
Prince of the Dragon!
I mean, I was playing this the other night, and he was absolutely the one I went with.
This guy?
Yep.
His kingdom is really isolated, so nobody knows what his people are like, but the stories say they're all barbaric fish hunters with giant claws and fangs like wild beasts. Still, if he's here asking for help like anyone else, he can't be that bad, right?
This is the dating sim made by Pillow Fight.
Okay. Maybe there were more jobs than just these 4, but these guys seem super interesting to me. And by interesting, I mean hot. Look, don't judge me! I've been traveling alone for so long. I've always dreamed of fairy tale romance. Hey, you're here to do a job.
Yeah, to get them through and have a fairy tale romance.
It's not really like I expect
never
anything to
had a
happen. I've
boyfriend,
never even
though.
had a boyfriend before, but maybe this time. Oh, anyway, enough of this embarrassing stuff. I gotta hurry and pick up a prince already. So we're gonna go with
Well, sure.
Beast Prince of Moon Forest.
Oh no, the other one had a caretaker.
Yeah, this is super cute. Again, Pillow Fight on Twitter. Joe and Conrad, who were here earlier, made it. I mean, not just them.
I finish gathering my size and get ready to go. By the time I arrive in the main hall of the tavern, Prince Kuya is already there. He's standing by the door looking irritated and impatient, all cooped up and bristling to move. I've never met Prince Kuya, but I'm sure that must be him. How can I tell? Well, he's really, big. I mean, he's a Prince of Moon Forest, so I knew he was going to be larger than average. I'm not surprised, but I guess it's one thing to hear about, another thing to see it. The beast people of Moon Forest never leave their domain. No one else is allowed inside. It's pretty rare to actually meet one, but everyone knows their stories. Huge, wild, terrifying. Faces of men, bones of giants, hearts of wolves. When that's all you hear about a kingdom, it sticks with you. Prince Kuya lives up to that fearsome reputation. As I draw closer to him, my heart flutters in my chest. I don't usually get nervous, but see, I'm pretty big myself. Even when I was a little girl, I was taller and wider than most kids my age. And not to brag or anything, but I work out a lot.
Yeah.
This guy, though, he actually makes me feel small. He turns his fierce gaze down on me and my mind goes blank. I blurt out the first thing I think of. Aren't you going to be cold?
Oh, because he's not wearing a shirt. Got it.
What's that?
Them scaling him up because he's big was awesome. I should not have drinking booze.
Really? Are you sleepy already? You kids, you can't keep up with me. Don't try. Just because I'm having beer doesn't mean you should have beer.
I didn't feel good to begin with.
Wait, did you say you were sleepy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
I'm rallying already. I got it. I haven't even revealed my final form. Are you going to be Kuya?
What?
Say the words on the screen.
I just did. What?
Oh.
Nice.
Pretty sneaky, sis.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Your armor. It's not giving you a lot of coverage, and Mount Needle can get chilly. Well, more than chilly, it's freezing, so I'm just worried that you might be, that is...
Excuse me?
His deep booming voice shakes the floor. Everyone in the tavern falls dead silent and looks at us. I know right away I've messed up. I'm so sorry, I just blurted out whatever I was thinking. I was looking at your chest, I mean your armor, and
yeah.
never mind, please just let me start again. Hello, Prince Kuya, it's a honor to meet you. My name is Rosemary, and...
Rosemary, is this your first time meeting a son of Moon Forest?
Yes, sir.
We are very
To
hot.
be honest, I hardly know a thing about you or your people or how to address you or anything. I apologize if I've offended you sincerely.
You know nothing, truly nothing.
Yes.
Very well, I shall educate you. Oh god, this just got creepy. Rosemary, you speak to a great hunter prince. These clothes were bestowed upon me as proof of my great skill and endless triumph.
Oh, we got more donors. Alexander.
It makes me laugh to hear you question them. Ha ha! See? I'm laughing.
Sorry, I had to rewrite.
I'd be offended if I thought you were clever enough to intend your words as insults, but you are clearly just ignorant of civilized ways.
Wait, sorry.
Look at her face. She's like, oh.
I knew you outsiders were weak and tiny, but I had no idea the extent of your inferiority. For your information, we hunter princes brave much harsher conditions than this pitiful mountain. The cold is nothing to us. You outsiders need to be swaddled like infants when faced with a little snow. But I assure you, I am made of stronger stuff.
Oh shit! Hold on.
I love that face.
The one he's making.
Yeah.
I actually have, for whatever reason, I have to clear the cache every time I want to actually show the goal is updated.
Why does it take out the sound?
Because I'm tampering
Mine
from
didn't.
the-
Yeah, mine didn't update either. Thanks,
There
Alexander.
you
Hopefully you weren't anonymous,
His words
but I didn't
stink.
use your
You
last
lost
And
name.
it's hard to ignore the people staring at us.
You lost the chat up there.
And also,
Sorry.
if you
Oh,
want your name to be cross-referenced, please tell us who you are.
As
If
such,
not, no worries.
I really don't have the right to argue. I'll just have to grin and bear for now. Yes, Prince Kuya.
And another thing, you do not call me by my name.
Whoa.
Address me only as your mightiness, or do not speak to me at all.
I don't know how I feel about
Yes, he looks away and is silent for what feels like a long time. Have I really offended him so deeply? I can't believe it. 5 minutes into this job, I'm already blowing it. Some night I am. Dot.
Sorry for yelling.
Huh? Hey,
Never mind. Come along, Rosemary. We have a long journey ahead of us. I'd hoped for a more formidable companion, but when in the land of lowly
Tasty
outsiders,
Sub.
even a prince must
Is
make
Andrew.
do. Haha.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Andrew. Tasty sub.
Oh wait, I knew that. But
Or whatever, whoever
Alexander was the.
Oh wait, right. No, I said Alexander. There is an Alexander.
Did you see the Michael Jekyll donation?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't put together who it was.
Well,
at
it
first.
wouldn't.
Who is it?
Dave had his own donation, so
Yeah, it wasn't him.
Oh.
It was somebody. I think it's somebody named Michael.
But maybe if they put in
there's
Michael
two
Jekyll,
Michaels.
maybe they want to be anonymous.
Yes, that's true.
True, good point. Michael Jekyll was fucking hilarious.
You don't
though.
have to worry, I promise. I'm pretty strong. Maybe I'm not as tall as you, Prince Kuya, but whoops, I mean.
Do not make me repeat myself. I told you to address me as your magnificence. No, we didn't.
I'm pretty sure you said I should call you your mightiness.
Oh, did I? I mean, don't question me. I mean, I'm not. Both are correct. Yes, that's it. Aren't you smart enough to figure that out?
I'm not one to lose my temper, but this is annoying. It's not my fault he can't keep track of his own stupid title. I decided to keep that thought to myself, though. It's something in expression. It isn't like I'm too scared to defy him. It's more like, will I hurt his feelings if I keep arguing? I think he's embarrassed that I called him out. It's kind of adorable in an obnoxious way. Okay, that makes sense. I'll remember that, your mighty magnificence.
Good, thank you. So, Rosemary, you fancy yourself strong, do you? Oh, God, how amusing.
I don't fancy myself anything. I just...
Haha! You'll think differently once you see the strength of a true hunter prince in action. This is getting creepy. Now let us be off.
What's this guy's deal? It's not like I claim to be stronger than him or anything. I don't really care which of us is stronger, at least not as much as he does. Oh well, he's paying me to take him across the mountain, and like my mother always said, any job that pays is a good one. This
That's not heating up at all.
This job, though, I have a bad feeling about it. I hope I'm not in over my head. Well, it's only been in there for like 15 minutes. After an hour of walking, we made good progress up the mountain. The sky is clouded over, though, and the snow is already falling fast. The weather might clear up as the day goes on, but it's more likely that things will only get worse from here. Also, I can't help but notice that Kuya is shivering from the cold, taking every ounce of my willpower not to comment.
Why is this not refreshing?
The chat?
Yeah.
Like when you hit refresh?
No, it's like not updating at all.
Mhm.
Like, I think Chrome crashed on me.
Do you think we should make camp early? I'm worried about the snow.
Snow like this? Ha! It's nothing. Less than nothing. I am the great hunter Prince Kuya.
We know, dude. We know.
Do you know, outsider, that I once destroyed an entire forest with nothing but my bare teeth and claws? That way, our enemy soldiers had no trees in which to hide, such is the raw and brutal power we hunters possess.
Yeah, they also publish.
So
I don't see
We
what
know the
that has
devil.
to do with anything, but there's no point in asking. He's just gonna keep on talking.
You want to read the narration bits?
Sure.
Might spare my voice a little.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's why I'm going to Starlight City. I must represent Moonforest in our yearly council with the outsider king and queens. I have 5 older siblings, and usually my elder siblings represent our kingdom, but this year I was chosen. They may be older than I am, but only I am a great hunter prince.
Okay. I've actually heard stories about the great hunters of Moonforest, although I don't remember any details. Hearing about them might be interesting, much as I hate to admit it. Bless you.
Oh God! Not just anyone can become
Is
a
he a
hunter.
beaver?
Become a hunter, you know. We are specially chosen to join the great hunt. Only the bravest and strongest can handle it.
Sweet.
My elder siblings weren't worthy, but I succeeded where they failed. The great hunts are sacred. Every year in the season of dusk, we ride through the forest for 13 nights.
Yeah.
Hunters don't stop to sleep, eat, or even to rest. We focus on our quarry.
Maybe you should, though. 'cause-
Yeah, probably. We return only when we have subdued the rarest and most elusive prey, like the silver stag or the winged wolf. Riding home with their pelts around our shoulders, we are treated like kings. No, better than kings. With great feasts of golden apples and wine ever pouring, we hunters are not only the guardians of Moonforest, we are also its glory and its pride.
All right. That sounds. Oh wait, that's you.
That sounds great, Your Magnificence.
It is the highest honor, more wonderful and wild than your puny mind could imagine.
You're so mean.
Ha! Bet you wouldn't last an hour into the first evening of a great hunt.
All right.
Okay, sure.
I
Maybe
guess
say
you
boss.
think negging me is gonna work.
I'm surprised you're even made a knight, although you might be considered strong by pitiful outsider
I mean, I am
standards.
smaller than you.
Actually, I'm not really a knight. I mean, like, not officially.
Ha! 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 I should have guessed. Look at you with your fluffy little mane, no claws, no fangs.
Yeah, Lochnar said this guy's sort of a Star Trek Next Generation style Klingon.
Yeah.
Pathetic. Ha ha!
Okay, first of all,
Achoo!
that was a sneeze, wasn't it? I knew it. I knew you were gonna catch cold in that outfit.
What? No, that was a battle cry. Great hunters don't sneeze. We. Achoo!
Whoa, whatever you say, Your Magnificence.
We are dating a Cinderella Beast Prince. Oh, sorry. I grab my pack and pull out a small piece of bread wrapped in leaves.
Lembus? Here, eat this.
Sniff. Why? Why? Is this some kind of trick?
No, silly, it's a snack. The more you eat, your body, if you eat more, your body will have more energy to keep itself warm. I know it's not much, but it might help.
Though he still looks suspicious, Kuya takes the bread from me and gives it a tiny nibble. I hate to admit it, but he's awfully cute.
Creepy.
That's not creepy. That's the point of this game.
This is
It's a
delicious.
dating sim.
Look at those eyeballs.
Yeah. Oh, he's blushing.
That bread was made of weed.
Oh,
You're now baked.
Yeah. Oh no, it's 2 hours from
Good. Does it help you? Does it help? Do you feel warmer?
Well, I wasn't actually cold, remember?
I'm gonna just punch him.
But maybe a little.
Haha, glad to hear it. Coo coo coo.
Why are you being so nice to me?
Foo foo foo. You haven't been very nice to me so
Yeah.
far.
I am only behaving as a proud hunter should. No shame, no mercy.
Aww.
Yeah, okay.
You don't have to. You see, we'll. I'm sure he'll grow.
No, he needs full snark.
Yeah, okay.
But mighty hunters must also be noble, so thank you for your help, Rosemary. And I'm sorry.
Aww.
Huh? What was that last part?
Nothing, you misheard me, I just sneezed again.
Hey,
Heh?
you sneezed, huh? I
Got
thought it was a war cry.
You
Aww.
shut your hole. It was a war sneeze. I'm extremely terrifying.
What? Coo coo coo. Whatever you say, buddy.
Aw.
And you're welcome.
It's almost a nice moment. Unfortunately, it doesn't last. As soon as we start walking, he starts going on about his adventures again. It feels like he's been talking nonstop for hours. I know Mount Needle was bad, but I didn't think the journey would be this painful.
Snap.
Look at her, she's so cute. She's like,
And so everyone thought I was done for, but really, I was only playing dead to fool the dire bear.
Sweet. Good story, bro.
Yeah. At the very last moment, I roared back to life and sliced the bear's head off with just one of my claws.
The tiniest.
Whatever. Everyone cheered and thanked me for saving the village. But really, I don't do it for thanks. I do it because it's my honor as a son of Moonrest and Moonforest and a hunter prince.
He grins at me, trying to gauge how much I enjoyed the story. I smile back at him, hoping it looks sincere. Now that I think about it, it might be a chance to connect with him. I have plenty of stories like that from my own travels. Maybe if we become better friends, he'll be more fun to talk to.
You know, I came across a dire bear in my travels too. Sounds like mine wasn't as big as yours, but it was pretty hefty.
Hey, Thaddeus.
Oh,
Still you, dude.
I was looking at the chat. Lockhart
Yeah.
said D&D pictures taught me that dire anything is just the animal plus spikes. Tasty
I
Self
thought it was
said,
just like the animal plus big.
yeah, she needs to learn the speedwagon technique and warm him up by rubbing her hands on his belly. That's like a little... Do you know about... Me and
I
Joel
think
got a lot of
yeah.
mileage on
Yeah.
it on the podcast. It's in the first part of JoJo's.
They
There's
just
like
literally like
JoJo's like hands are inflicted by frostbite from like
Oh.
vampire magic, and like JoJo or Speedwagon is like,
Right.
I have to put them on my tummy and warm them up because like that's how
cute.
seals like warm each other's.
Cute.
Or maybe it was Speedwagon himself had to. I don't
Yeah.
know. No, I'm pretty sure it was JoJo's hands. It had been wandering around the edge of town and was scaring this one guy's goat, so he hired me to.
Rosemary, please, does the story have a point? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I just thought you might want to hear some of my stories too.
Do you really think your little errand can compare the tales of a great prince of Moonforest?
Yes.
Oh, it's Zappelli. Sorry.
Wait, what?
What are you looking for? The stream itself?
Yeah, I was checking it. It's fine. No one said anything, so it's probably fine.
You know who hasn't said
no,
anyone?
it's
The
fine.
narrator.
Oh, sorry. Well, it's true that the goat story wasn't that exciting. It's he had to be there thing.
What about the story of that Russian
But I
hunter
swear
and
if
the
I
dog
ever
and
hear
protected
the
from the
words
bear?
Great Prince of Moonforest one more time, I'm gonna explode. No job is worth putting up with this. Okay, calm down, Rosemary. Calm down.
Shit, cut it. Let's just forget about it.
Oh, Wealthy Aardvark is back.
No, he's saying welcome back to the chat, Grotz Grotz.
Oh, but I haven't seen him talk for a while.
Do you want to take a break soon? There's a river nearby so we can get some water and rest a bit before moving on.
Ha! I can keep walking for hours, easily. But if you're tired, I suppose I could.
Yeah.
Ah! What's this?
Oh, this is when we get into the turn-based battle. Huh? What's going on? Did you see a monster? I got my sword. I'm ready to fight if...
No, look at my cloak. It's got a huge stain on it.
Okay, turn-based.
Oh, God damn it.
Bleach battle.
And look, one of my shoulder spikes got dented. When did that happen? We've only been walking a few hours.
Huh? Geez, from the way you screamed, I thought we were in danger.
I did not scream. I bellowed a mighty roar of fury.
Look at this mess.
Look at this mess. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat.
I guess, but that tends to happen when you're hiking up a deadly mountain. Hasn't your cloak gotten ripped or stained on your hunts before?
Well, obviously, yes, of course. But it's only gotten stained with the blood of deadly beasts.
Not coffee.
This is mud, a totally different thing. You said there was a river nearby, yes? Let's stop here so I can wash it. Hurry.
Whatever you say, your mightiness.
Aw. And so we stop for a rest. There's a small
Uh-oh.
cave nearby that we duck into to get out of the snow.
Uh-oh.
I hear a fire. I get some food out of my pack, ready to offer it to Kuya, but he's too busy worrying about his dumb cloak.
Look at this, practically ruined. And I paid so much for it, too.
I thought you earned it from heroically slaying monsters and stuff like that.
Yes, exactly. I paid for it with my heroic slayings. You outsiders are so thick-headed. Do I have to explain everything to you? I think this is salvageable. I'm going to go out to the river to see if I can clean it off. Stay right here and don't touch anything.
It's a cave. Why would I be touching stuff?
Kuya doesn't listen to me. He just goes storming off. Well, let him throw his tantrum, I guess. It's strange to see a big, tough warrior guy get so upset over a little stain on his cloak and scratch on his armor.
Stains are pretty bad.
Then again, I shouldn't be so quick to judge. I already upset him once by making light of what he's wearing.
Appsop said, I so said date the dragon and you just had to pick a screaming man who doesn't like his cape to get dirty. He will drown in the river.
Oh.
It's true. We could have
arranged
picked
The
physically infirm dragon.
Yeah, he looked very cute. But
But
listen.
no, we chose Man Beast.
Look, everybody was saying date the Beast Prince.
It's obviously really important to him. It's my own fault if I don't get it.
Whoa, okay.
Well,
This took a weird turn.
I settled down, glad for a moment of silence and solitude. It's nice to catch my breath and not be yelled at for a while. Alright, yeah, that sounds kind of sad. But a little while turns into a long while, and I start to get
He is drowning in the river!
Kuya's been gone for 20 minutes now. How long does it take to wash a stain out of a cloak anyway? What if something happened to him? It was stupid of me to let him go out there alone. No matter how big he is, he's still a prince, and it's still my job to protect him. Maybe he got eaten by a bear! What if I explain to the moon? What will I do explain to the Moon Forest family? By who? Oh, by Thaddeus. Have fun at work.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I mean, yeah.
you know.
Maybe we'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Maybe he got eaten by a bear. How to blah, blah, blah. Sorry I let your youngest son go out in a deadly mountain by himself for no reason at all.
He
I
drowns in
tell
the river
myself
and that
to
ends
calm
the
down
roots.
and that Kuya is probably fine as I hurry out of the cave to look for him. It doesn't take me long to reach the riverside. No sign of Kuya though. Look at the face, it's so cute! Oh no, what if something really did happen to him?
That's exactly
You're
the opposite reaction that face should
magnificent.
be.
Are you okay?
Adorable.
Hello.
The faces are really cute. I catch sight of Kuya's cloak and armor lying neatly
Uh-oh.
folded on smooth rock beside the river's edge. Uh-oh. Are we gonna see Pete?
It's gonna
So
be
if
sexy
Kuya's
time.
clothes are here, where is he?
Rosemary?
Oh, hi!
Yeah!
Your hair is so pretty.
Burp, burp, burp.
I'm speechless. I knew Kuya was big, muscular guy. Then I'm seeing his actual body and I'm overwhelmed. Is his chest blushing?
Yes.
He's beautiful. I never thought I would use that word to describe Kuya, but no other word would do him justice. I literally can't take my eyes off him. I want to memorize every detail so I can keep coming back to this image in my mind.
And that hand isn't hiding anything.
After a mild moment, though, the reality of the situation hits me all at once.
Ah!
Ah! What are you doing here? Why are you looking at me?
What? It's not like I was trying to. You're the one who took your clothes off for no reason. Why did you do that?
Isn't it obvious? I washed them. And then I realized I was dirty too, so I took them off to bathe in the river.
You wanted to bathe in the freezing river completely naked on a snow-covered mountain by yourself? What's wrong with you? You'll get frostbite and die. Don't you have any common sense at all?
I told you I'm a great hunter prince and I don't feel the cold. Oh, why do I bother trying to explain myself to a lowly peasant like you? I'll do what I please.
Kuya's... Oh, that's you.
Kuya slips, and my heart stops beating. He's about to fall back into the freezing water.
Let him fall. Let him fall.
If I don't act soon, he'll be swept away by the river, and then I won't be able to do anything I can do to help him.
Fall.
Time stands still. I move without thinking, closing the distance between us as fast as I can. I throw my hands around his waist and pull him sharply away from the riverbank. Dee's acting out the motions over the corner.
Fuck, that should have been a quick
The good
time
news
event.
is,
Yeah, I know.
I managed to drag him to safety just in time.
What do you think she grabbed? Oh no, she said if she grabbed him by the waist. But I was like, what do you think she grabbed him by?
The bad news is, in doing so, I press him against me and get a forceful faceful of Kuya's naked chest.
That's not the
Bad
only thing pressing
And,
against her.
Stomach full of what I say. What I stay like that for a moment, stunned. His body is so smooth and firm and surprisingly warm. I guess it's not really such bad news after all.
Rosemary?
Oh, bro.
You're touching my chest a lot.
You guys are so cute.
So I am. Oh, goodness, what a situation. Let me just
Achievement
go
of
ahead
that.
and
Quite
stop
a handful.
doing
Stop doing
that.
I step away very carefully. I kind of wish I didn't have to. Wait, what am I thinking? This is Kuya, the biggest jerk in the world.
Yeah.
But even jerks have nice chests, right?
That's
chest. Well, I've never been more embarrassed in my life.
haha. Yes, me too.
To be honest, I'm feeling a lot more than just embarrassed.
Oh,
But I'd rather die
yeah.
than let him know that. I avert my eyes and he goes to put his clothes back on.
There, see? I cleaned the stain out of the cloak and hammered the dent out of the spikes.
After all that, I had no idea what to say.
I know this is an awkward situation, and I'd rather forget it completely. But, Rosemary, do you think it looks okay?
What's that? Oh wait, no, that's...
What's that? I couldn't hear what you said.
I said, do you think it looks okay?
What, your outfit?
Well, yes. I went through all that trouble to get to look nice again. What do you think?
I take a step back to get a good look at him. I want to
He
answer
means his
honestly.
dick.
It'd be really satisfying to tell him he looks like an idiot, but the truth is, it'd be really I'm a sucker for cool looking armor, and I love the spikes and flowing cloak.
Yeah.
I wonder if my armor would look good with
Which
the spikes.
spike?
But then again, maybe I'm giving him too much credit because my brain is clouded by hotness. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to encourage him to be a jerk, but I don't want to lie to him either.
I can't tell if he's confused that he has hands or if he's grabbing his chest.
They call them fingers, but they
feel
never
like
fing.
I feel like
What are hands?
What are those?
A lonely outsider, cooler than a great prince of Moonfars? You surely think highly of yourself.
Hey now, one of us just almost froze to death naked, and one of us saved the other with her incredibly quick thinking and sweet moves.
Now he's checking out his
Should I
depth
remind you
perception.
which are which? Yeah,
I only slipped because you startled me.
that's true.
That's technically true, yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't slip, and I had a way bigger reason to be sorry than you.
I mean, his armor was. his armor
I
was
told you I
cute.
was trying to take a bath and... never mind. Thank you for saving me.
Huh? Oh, I was only teasing. I'm just doing my job after all.
No, you were right. It was very, very cool of you.
And that wheat bread is hitting me super hard right now. My
See, that's
pupils
the
are
true
so
problem. Is
dilated.
like you gave him weed bread and then didn't
Not
fucking-
cooler than me, though. Oh, shit.
Haha, we'll see about that.
Yeah, this is
And
the
so,
time the edible
gather
would
our
kick in.
supplies and keep walking.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're moving again because it gives me something to think about besides Kuya without any clothes on. Oh, who am I kidding? I can't stop thinking about it.
It
I
was
don't
pretty
even want
good.
to stop thinking about it.
I mean, it
But
went
I
down
have
to his knee and everything.
It's Kuya. I don't care how hot he is. He's a big, mean, blowhard jerk. Only, okay, I care a little how hot he is. And if he's totally awful, why do I feel so
Yes.
conflicted about it? Why can't I enjoy his hotness and just move on? I guess it's because in a few small moments he's shown me something different.
The weed bread
That
was
he's-
confused by his
Like that
fingers.
he's pretending. When he's vulnerable, he's kind of nice to me, or at least I get a glimpse of something more underneath all that bluster.
Oh my god.
If he were like that more often, maybe. Sigh, there's no use in wishing for something that's never gonna happen. No matter how nice it is to think about, I've got to forget Kuya's hot body.
Oh yeah.
Although it's nice to distract myself with those memories while the
think
real
sh-
Kuya is ranting at me. And anyway, you
Oh.
outsiders don't even have any. Oh wait. Sorry.
You know, maybe she's literally talking about his hot body, like he's just generating so much heat
Mhm.
around her.
I think it's both.
And anyway, you outsiders don't even have any horns. Oh, he does. All right. I thought you. No, he has 3. We know of. I
Whoa.
thought you. They must be really small and under your hair, but no.
Aww.
No horns at all. Do you have any idea how ridiculous you look? I almost feel sorry for you. How do you strike fear to the very souls of your enemies?
By kicking their ass.
Are you gonna be like this the whole way?
What? Are you so intimidated by my greatness?
What? No! Ugh, you are so full of yourself. Can't believe I thought I saw something deeper in you for like even one tiny second.
And I wasn't even aroused.
At
yet.
least now I know for sure the looks aren't everything.
Wait, what? You saw something in me?
Wow, I really don't want to get into this.
Why not?
Before I can say anything, the
Yes,
wind
she
picks up and
does.
starts to howl. The snow thickens into a heavy sheets. I can hardly see anything in front of me. There's no time to argue. I have to deal with this first.
Thank
goodness.
Your Mightiness, can you hear me? I know we've only been walking yet for a little while, but we need to stop and find shelter for the night.
Haha, are you so defeated by a little wind and cold? It's still light out, and we just took a break.
Owen's back.
But if you're tired again already, I'd be happy to carry you the rest of the way.
Here.
Aw, yeah.
Natsu
For goodness
is
sake,
back.
can you stop? If we keep going in this weather, we'll both get lost or catch our death of cold. Trust me, I've crossed mountains before. The smartest thing to do is...
I've crossed mountains too. Do you really think you know better than me? Don't make me laugh.
Honestly, I've had just about enough of this
I feel like
guy.
he's about ready to
It takes a
shrug
lot
off
to
those
push me
things
over
like
the
a
edge,
Dragon
but I
Ball Z
want to
and have him
get
hit to the
this
floor.
over with and get out of the stinging cold.
Prince Kuya, shut up! It's like you can't even open your stupid mouth without saying something mean to me. And for what? All I'm trying to do is help you. You're acting like a bratty child, and I'm sick of it. Look, you hired me to be your guide across this mountain, not some servant you can push around, but you still won't take any of my advice or listen to a word I say. Why'd you hire a guide at all? You think you're so superior. You may not think so, but I actually know what I'm doing, okay? Probably more than you. But if you're not going to listen to me, I should just leave you to die alone on this mountain for real this time.
There's a thick veil of
yeah,
snow
close.
around Kuya, blurring his features. He doesn't answer me at first, but comes closer to me.
Closing the
moving
gap.
with strong and purposeful strides.
Yeah, oh.
I almost forgot how large he is. He towers over me easily. Now that he's closer, I can see his face more clearly. He looks angrier than I've ever seen him. The sight of it shocks me into silence. If I weren't trembling with anger myself, I'd wondered if I'd gone too far. When he finally speaks, his voice has a hard edge to it, a vicious growl that
I am
seems to
not
shake
growling.
the earth.
I should check on the lasagna.
Even though
Yep.
even through the
Just
layers
push
of
enter.
snow. What? Enter?
Yeah.
Bye. Oh, skip it. How dare you? How dare you? You speak to me as you would a child. I am not a child.
I mean,
You truly believe that I need you? You, a lowly outsider, weak and pathetic like an infant. Ninkiji! What possible use could I have for you?
Gigi, the street of
I
Benton.
can think of a couple of uses you could have.
I mean, saving your fucking life once already.
Not the use that this is ending up in. If you knew what I was, you'd beg to serve me.
All right, dude.
I am the great Kuya, who once tore the throat out of a wolf drake with my bare hands.
Her serious face is like,
I love his
Perfect.
what the fuck are fingers face. Like, I love this.
I love that face she's making. It's so cute. And again, with the puppy cat eyebrows, it's like, she's so adorable.
You can skip this. I was only a baby. It was my first kill. The one that marked me for greatness, for life. I laugh to think of what your first kill must have been. If you ever even had one.
It was probably the time a mouse got into the kitchen when father was making breakfast and I hit it with a frying pan.
Kill the mouse.
But now it doesn't seem
Peasant.
like that great a time for that story. Kuya's shouting now. He's lost all sense of what's around him. His fangs and claws are bigger than fury. I face his rage head on without flinching.
Aw, yeah. Show that spine.
Seeing him like this with his wild mane whipped in the wind, his muscles wriggling, those sharp teeth so huge and frightening. I've been thinking of Kuya as a big blowhard, but it occurs to me for the first time that those stories might actually be true. He really does look like a barbarian prince, one who could rip the throat out of a wolf drake or level a forest with his bare claws.
So? Are you so pitiful that you have nothing to say in response? Well, that's to be expected, isn't it? A pathetic outsider with nothing to do or say.
Why did you even bring me along if you hate me so much?
Hate you? But I don't.
In the next instant, our argument comes to an end. We both realize there's a bigger problem in front of us.
It's right between us.
Oh, hi! Want to have fun? A great and terrifying beast emerges from the swirling snow, a tremendous boar covered with dense black hair, as sharp and thick as nails, with a set of cruel tusks as long as my arm. A Mount Needle razorback, as I remember reading about them in one of my old books. My blood turns cold at the sight of it. These beasts don't normally attack humans unprovoked, but loud sounds can trigger them into a rampage. This one must have heard Kuya and I, and when we were shouting each other. The Razorback saunters towards us.
Can
Its
pigs-
tusks lowered in
Can
attack
pigs saunter?
position. Yeah, sure. I grab Kuya's arm and speak in a low whisper. Your Mightiness, I've read about these things. They're very dangerous. Even if we both try to fight it, we might not make it out alive. If we walk back slowly, we can escape and find shelter without provoking it to charge.
Rosemary, do not insult me. I am a hunter prince. I can handle this foul beast myself.
Kuya's voice shakes violently with fear or with cold? I can't tell. All I know is we'd be idiots to fight this thing, and the longer we go without running, the less chance we have of escaping. I remembered reading something about it having one very odd, surprising weakness. But it was just a footnote in a book, and I can't for the life of me think of it now.
Kuya's got a footnote too.
There's a fly.
I see.
Sorry. Please, if you ever listen to me, listen to me now. This isn't about how strong you are. This thing has hide like steel, and its tusks could rip through you in less than a second. Even the strongest person in the world couldn't fight it.
Watch me. Let me handle this. I know I can do it, but please trust me.
It's not crazy to think that Kuya might be a match for that thing, but I can't shake the feeling that he's in over his head. I don't know what to do, but it's too late anyway. The Razorback lurches forward to charge right at us. I have to make a decision now, or we'll both be dead.
Let him fight alone, let him fight and die, let him fight and die. Ah, you suck.
I don't care how strong Prince Kuya is. He hired me to protect him, and that's what I'm gonna do. I leap in front of him and swing my sword in a wild arc. My sword scratches the Razorback's nose. It squeals angrily and veers off, but only for a moment.
That's a bad idea to hit a fly with a keyboard.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Just
a wicked
saying.
good idea.
Yeah. You were hired to protect him, woman of honor.
I know.
Let him die. What? You
Charge.
You actually hit it. Not you, her.
You keep going.
Just a tiny scratch.
Save my
I think it
voice a
was
little.
more surprise than hurt.
Don't celebrate yet.
Don't celebrate yet. The Razorback changes course and comes thundering at us, angrier than ever. I don't think a simple scratch will stop it this time. I really wish I could remember that secret weak spot. I think it might be its nose, dude. But I can't, so I'll have to improvise. Hold on tight!
What?
I'm not sure if I can do this, but I have to try. As fast as I can, I sheath my sword and I take Kuya into my arms.
Nice.
Are you gonna throw him at the board?
Yes. Isn't that the weakness?
He's heavy, but I can manage it. I hold on to him as tightly as I can and leap into the air an instant before the Razorback hits us.
Wow. Those are some good
Against all odds,
logs.
I jump
Yeah.
over the beast! I know. I shouldn't care about this stuff right now, but a part of me wonders if I look pretty cool.
Just,
We land safely in the
Kuya's
snow
just
while the
playing with the
Razorback
fingers in the background.
searches furiously for where we disappeared to. Rosemary. Oh, wait.
Rosemary, that was incredible.
Everybody
We're
knows
not out of the woods yet. It just spotted us.
razor boards don't have.
The Razorback
Object
comes
permanence.
charging again. I leap deftly aside, just barely out of reach of those tusks. The beast keeps coming and I keep darting away. My body moves on instinct. I think of nothing but keeping Kuya safe. The Razorback and I are caught in a strange little dance. It hasn't hit me yet, but I don't think I have an escape plan either. How can I keep this? I know I can't keep this up for much longer. With every leap, I get a little more tired and Kuya feels a little heavier in my arms. I have to end this quickly or the Razorback will end it for me. When it charges again, this time I don't leap aside right away. I stand my ground until the Razorback is almost on top of me.
Told you it was a good
Kuya's
song.
arms tighten around my shoulder. I can tell he's scared. But I know what I'm doing. I need to be as close as possible if I'm going to hit my
Spiky
target.
throwing him would hurt.
Just before the collision, I step aside only slightly so that the great boar comes charging past me.
Kuya in the back.
It's so close I can feel the brush of its hair against me. Wasn't its hair made of needles? Or nails? Without wasting a breath, I jab my sword into its face, hoping against hope I hit the right spot. I hear a great squeal of pain. I leap away, putting as much distance between us and the beast as possible.
What did you do? Did you hit it?
There's blood on my sword, so yeah, I guess I did.
We don't do that.
What good will that do? A little scratch won't kill it.
Dummy, I'm not trying to kill it. trying to hit it square in the eye. Oh, I hit it square in the eye. It's half blind.
Now
Sure
it's got a
enough, the
cool
Razorback
scar.
is squealing angrily.
All
rubbing its
you've done is
bleeding
give it
eye
an
on the
awesome
snow.
scar.
For the moment, it seems like you've forgotten
Yeah, all
us.
you did is get it made with all the chicks.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Go
makes
back
sense,
all the-
but to have hit such a small spot on a moving target, that's impossible. I can't believe you pulled it off.
It just took practice. The Razorback squeals again. What a horrible noise. It seems to have caught sight of us with its one good eye. It must be angrier than ever. Oh, the angry face. Time to go! I rush off, holding tight to Kuya. Behind me, I can hear the thundering hoofbeats of the Razorback, but it's losing blood now. I can't. Oh, bleh, I meant fuck. Didn't mean to do that. Eventually, the sound dies down, fading into nothing.
Scar turned the board to
We
a
lost
boss
it. We're
monster.
safe.
You fool.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
how long I've been running, but when we break into a small silent clearing, I finally feel like we can stop.
Time and make out.
Carefully, I set Kuya down and double over to catch my breath.
Rosemary, that was so cool.
What? Cool, really?
Thank you for saving me.
you are.
I'm
Shut
sorry I didn't do much.
I told you,
Yeah, I did.
you couldn't have done much more than
Yeah,
I did,
back
and it's
to
my
six.
job to watch your back.
Trying to stretch
Besides, we're only
preemptively.
barely escaped, and we have to be careful not to run into that thing again. I had an angry, half-blind Razorback with a grudge is bad news. But you're very welcome, Your Magnificence, or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, they made it back to the cave. Here, I gotta pee again.
Wow. This place is really putting my mind. Game is really putting my mind in a bad place. That achievement I really thought said
What?
this the Beast King.
Whoa.
You don't know what he's into.
Yeah, true.
We decide to make camp in a cave nearby since we're both pretty wiped out. For once in his life, Kuya is pretty quiet. Seems eager to help set up too. It's weird, but not unwelcome. I settle down for dinner by the fire. I have some hard bread and jerky in my pack. Kuya doesn't have anything. He must be hungry. Your Magnificence, you could have some of my food if you want.
The great hunters of Moonforest say that only the proper way to feast is to kill the strongest animal you can find and devour its flesh right then and there. If the blood is still hot, it joins with yours, and you can feel the very heart of the beast pound in your veins.
I'm pretty sure that's not how eating works, but if those are his ways, who am I to argue? I shrug and settle down to eat. Can't help but notice Kuya staring at my meal, though. I can even hear his stomach grumble.
Sorry. Although, I suppose you outsiders consider it rude to refuse to share meals. That's why you're looking at me like that, isn't it?
I'm not looking at you.
If you insist. I suppose I could break tradition just this once.
He grabs a piece of hard bread from my pack and devours it. Haha, he could have just said he wanted to share. Whatever you say, your mightiness.
You know, Rosemary, I've been thinking. I don't think you should have to call me by those titles anymore. I mean, it's silly, isn't it?
Oh really? Why the sudden change of heart?
It's not a change of heart, it's just... In Moonforest, when two hunters slay a beast together, they become brothers. That's the rule. It's not proper for one brother to consider himself superior to another. And since we slayed a beast together, you are my brother now, or sister. Anyway, we're equals. Ew, this is getting real creepy.
I think your definition of slaying a beast must be pretty liberal. But okay, that works for me. Shall I call you Prince Kuya now?
No, just Kuya. I mean, if you don't mind.
Oh, he likes being called
Okay,
Kuya.
Kuya.
Yeah, because we're
He
brothers now.
finishes his bread in silence, hardly even looking at me. It's not like he's ignoring me. More like he's suddenly shy. But why would you be so timid all of a sudden? I just can't figure this guy out.
Rosemary, do you remember what you were telling me about how you had to fight a dire bear once?
Yeah.
Nope. I'd like to hear the rest
Except
of
1
that
minute
story
warning.
if you don't mind.
What are you doing?
I had to pee. I was like,
Huh,
I wonder
really?
if Nick is actually
Oh,
counting.
you know he is. It's Nick.
Yeah, but this isn't like
What's up, McCree?
This isn't like a 20-minute
I guess I could, but
like segment where like he can just constantly be vigilant.
Oh, no.
why would
he
you
really
want to
will.
know that? You were right. It's not a very interesting story. I never even fought the dire bear.
Please, tell me anyway.
Okay, let's see. There was
There's
this
a dire
dire bear, but you know that already. Anyway, it was hanging around the edge of a small village, scaring this one guy's herd of goats, but because it hadn't done anything, we thought it was a shame to kill it. So instead, the goat herd's wife made me this hat that made it look like I had goat horns. It was pretty silly. I went into the woods and started making these goat noises, you know, bleeding, and the diarrhea will follow the sound into the woods.
I managed to lead it far enough away, and I never bothered the goats again. Oh, but the goat herd and his wife thought it was hilarious. They laughed and laughed and laughed at me, and called me stuff like Lady Bleats a lot.
That's fucked up.
It's awesome, but
Hey,
they
I
gave me
just
plenty
risked
of
my life
cheese
for
to
you.
take with me when I left, so I guess they were all right. Yeah, they were. They gave you cheese.
Jazz.
When I finished the story, I cringe a little. Definitely a you had to be there thing. I don't know, dude. That sounds awesome.
3 chess.
But to my surprise,
That is absolutely, without a doubt, the funniest story I've ever heard. Rosemary, you're incredible. A great fighter and a marvelous storyteller. Is there anything you can't do?
laying on a little thick there, isn't he?
yeah.
I'm starting to get freaked out. What's this guy's angle?
Jeez.
I'll have to keep my wits about me in
About
case he
45
tries
degrees.
anything. I didn't think it was that funny, but thank you, I guess. Kuya finally stops laughing after a few minutes and wipes the tears out of his eyes. Then he just stares at me with his big puppy dog eyes for what feels like way too long.
You know, your hair is very pretty in the firelight.
Okay, time to change the subject. Change the subject.
Nah.
Ah, thanks. So, what about you? He also has very
What
pretty
about
hair,
me?
though.
What about me?
He also has extremely pretty hair. I feel like that's not a very good way to change the subject.
Me?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, you were doing
I
it.
know I was, but
Well, you've told me plenty of stories already about like killing monsters and great hunts and destroying enemy armies and stuff like. But that can't be all you do, right? I mean, what's day-to-day life like? Tell me about Moonforest. It's pretty much a mystery. to
No
me.
time at all, Chris. Oh, that well.
To my-
to my surprise, he seems reluctant to talk about it.
Moonforest is small, smaller than most kingdoms, I'm told. All the families are familiar with each other. Even the royal family, for better or worse. It's thick with trees and in constant twilight, even in the daytime. No one knows why. It might be some ancient magic baked deep into the land.
Oh yeah, Nagisa, this is Rose of Winter. It's
So it's always dark outside forever? Sounds beautiful.
we're actually giving
It is very beautiful.
giving away keys to it
I'm glad you
thanks
think so.
to our friend
Oh,
Joan
what's
Conrad,
that?
who
Nothing. Never
Want to
mind.
give away
worked
another
on the
key
game.
now?
Give away the
Yeah, sure, let's do
key.
another key.
You want to do one for this or for Hustle
Give
Cat?
away what's Hustle Cat?
Let's do
It's a
this since we're
different game
playing
they
it.
made.
All right, we're gonna do another giveaway.
Yeah. Except I think
Yeah.
the plot is like you work
This is
at
definitely
a
less-
cat cafe,
This is more
but also
straight.
everybody actually is a cat, or
Yes.
essentially has cat personas, like the pigeon game, but with cats.
Oh, was it the pigeon game? Never mind. I remember.
Yeah, I was
something
gonna
like
say, hot to full boyfriend, please.
that. Yeah, I remember.
All right, here we go. Ready? Drum roll. And it is Peter Hasselstrom.
That's the main co.
Oh yeah. I knew that. Domenico!
His voice, wistful and lonely, drifts off with these words. I wait for him to continue, but he doesn't. For a moment, there's only the sound of the crackling fire. Why in the world is he acting this way? It really isn't like him. Sounds like you love it there.
Parts of it are nice, yes. The trees are much larger in Moon Forest. They're purple and reach farther
Wait.
into the sky than you can see, fading into mist. The shadows seem to fold around them like blankets.
Manko says he actually already has this.
Okay, so we're going again.
Do you, or wait, well, he...
Spin the wheel!
Won.
Oh, yeah,
You
let's
could have
give
a
you
copy
a-
of Hustle Cat if
Yeah,
you
we'll give you a
wanted.
hustle cat.
Yeah.
You're up. Or did you already read this?
I read that.
Oh, sorry. I thought I clicked past it already.
And there's the silver grass that comes up to your knees, soft as feathers and always full of fireflies. Those are the best
Oops,
parts.
sorry. Are you maybe a little homesick?
What? Absolutely not. I'm not a child, you know.
It's not childish to miss your home. I think about the farm a lot. I mean, I'm happy to be out here doing what I'm doing. It's natural to miss the place you grew up in, right?
I guess so, but I always miss the people. My siblings, they're all older than me, and I'm an adult, but I'll always be little brother to them.
Well, that's hard to believe. Nothing about you is little. And believe me, I've seen it all. I think you're the scariest
After
looking
you
guy
got
I've
out
ever
of
met.
a freezing river, nonetheless.
Oh, yeah. You really mean that?
Haha, totally, and you're a legendary hunter prince anyway. If you start getting down on yourself, just remember all your awesomely heroic feats and stuff.
Right, my heroic feats.
That
Rosemary,
means
can
he
I ask you
wins
something?
Gantz. No, the
Something personal?
Gantz. We gotta do Gantz as like a big
Late night.
late night. Yeah.
His voice is low, soft, barely audible.
Ooh.
I've never heard him talk like this before. Sure, Kuya, anything, I guess.
Biggest even with shrinkage. Do you have a boyfriend?
A coibito? Wow! What? Where did that come from?
Nothing, never mind. Forget it. I didn't say anything.
Huh? Kuya, wait, I didn't. You just caught me off guard is all.
No, shut up. That's enough. We're not talking about this.
No, we
Kuya, are you
we didn't punish
crying a
him
little?
for owning it. We gave him hustle
A
cap.
great hunter, Prince of Moonforest, does not cry. How do you even ask me that?
Oh yeah, can't right to yeah, it's true.
Who do you think you are?
Pretty sure I saw tears in his eyes, though.
You're just a lowly outsider. You know nothing at all.
Calm down. I didn't mean to.
Enough. Go to sleep. That's in order. Ooh. You've got a long day ahead of us tomorrow, and I won't have you keeping me awake with any more nonsense. Good night.
And with that, Kuya flops down dramatically and pulls the blanket up over his head. Within seconds, he's snoring way too loud for it to be real. To be honest, I have no idea what to think. He's obviously not going to say anything more tonight. I lie down, but I'm too surprised and bewildered to fall asleep right away. I stare at Kuya as he sleeps beside me, wondering exactly what's going on in his head. If he doesn't let me answer him, I'd have told him I don't have a boyfriend. I guess that means he doesn't have anyone either. In spite of myself, I can't help but think about how good he looked today. It'd be crazy to think about Kuya that way, right? Even if he wasn't so annoying, he'd still be from a totally different world.
Yeah, but he's
Then again,
like a giant and warm and hot.
when I saw how hot he was, I wished he'd be nicer to me too.
Yep.
And after we fought the Razorback, he was nicer for a little while. Isn't that exactly what I've been hoping for? I do eventually drift off to sleep.
Dream of...
So what should we do? Should we move on to Civ? Or
Dream
should
of
we play this
naked
for a little
Kuya.
longer and then move on to Civ?
Probably play it till a place that, or what does the stream want to do?
Well, I just don't know how much longer this is going to be. Like, if there's like a couple scenes left, or it was going to go on for a long time.
Well,
I wake up the next morning. I feel
keep going.
Maybe now kissing. I guess we have to do our best to kiss before we end this. Maybe now that we both had time to sleep
See,
on
and you're
these, calm
snapping
down.
things.
I roll over to ask him if he was really serious about the boyfriend thing.
I do that
But
a
his
lot.
blanket lies flat on the hard earth. Kuya is gone. Maybe he got up to get breakfast or tried to do something stupid like take an ice bath again, but right away it feels wrong to me. I stand up suddenly wide awake and grab my sword. Outside the camp there are signs of a struggle.
Get
Claw
to
marks on the
kissing.
trees, scuffled footprints in the snow. It looks like Kuya was dragged away. But Kuya is such a huge and powerful hunter prince, right? What could possibly be strong enough to have done this to him?
Naked outside again.
I don't know, it doesn't make much sense
Get to
when my
the
first thought was
kissing!
the Razorback, but that can't
Kisu,
be.
keys.
How could a giant half-blind boar have found us and dragged Kuya away all without waking me up? What else could it been, though? Is there some monster in this mountain we don't even know about? Something powerful and crafty that neither of us could have seen coming? It doesn't matter. No matter what horrible creature did this, my job is still the same. I've got to save Kuya. I head out, not bothering to pack up our camp. Luckily, the monster and Kuya have left a pretty cool trail, and in the fresh morning light, it isn't hard to keep track. I follow the gashes in the tree and the signs of snuggles.
Snuggles! Oh no, what if it's Kuya making out with somebody and they are like
That's
Klingons?
fucked
So they
up.
Making
like
out with the
tear,
boar!
tear apart the environment as they're like.
He's making out with
Boning.
the
I do my
boar.
best to stay posy,
That face is really
despite
cute.
the stinking feeling in my stomach. It's good that there's a trail, all right? No blood so far. Keep walking for about an hour
That's
without
good, hunter
finding
princes don't
anything.
bleed.
I'm getting really worried until suddenly far ahead I see a very familiar figure shrouded in morning mist. Broad shoulders, hollow
yeah.
flowing hair. It's Kuya, it has to be. My heart
The
leaps.
signs
My
of a
heart
snuggle.
leaps.
I run as fast as I can towards the figure. I'd give anything to hear Kuya's voice again, even if he's just calling me inferior. But as I draw closer, I realize it's not Kuya, and now I'm more
Oh
confused than
yeah!
ever.
It's Muya.
This person's a moon
Yeah.
foresty for sure. It's Booyah.
It's
But who is this? What's going on?
Booyah!
Oh, hello there. You must be Rosemary, yes?
Is that Kuya's girlfriend?
You're not Kuya. It's his mom.
No, and thank the goddess for that. You are Kuya's babysitter, are you not? I am Prince Karo.
Princess.
Oh, princess. Oh yeah, those are definitely boobs. I'm terribly sorry for my little brother's appalling behavior.
He is a little appalling, but
Little brother, that's right. Kuya has 5 older siblings, doesn't he? I'm sorry, Princess Caro. I'm not a babysitter. I'm a knight, sort of. I was here to guide Kuya to Starlight City, but he's gone missing.
Oh, I know all about what little Kuya's been up to. Shameful, isn't it? At least you're calling him by his actual name. He didn't make you refer to him as his awesome lordship of holy greatness or anything ridiculous like that, did he?
Oh, he's back.
yeah, he got his back.
Bullshit. Oh, that's a relief. He is the youngest, but really my patience only extends so far. He's
Fair.
an adult. It's really about time he stopped these childish games.
It's not wrong.
Games? What exactly do you mean?
Oh, you know, play acting, posturing. I'm sure you've had quite enough of it, having spent just one day with him. And you know, it gets all the worse when he's trying to impress a pretty lady. As if any decent woman would be halfway fooled, much less seduced by that childish twaddle.
Well, I wasn't
Twaddle's
seduced
a
by
word.
that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a
I
peacock
was
strutting
seduced
around,
more
sticking his tail
of
feathers in
my-
the face of a hen. Ridiculous, civilized folks.
His hot bod.
I don't really understand what's going on, but I feel really embarrassed anyway. Who could possibly fall for that? Where's Kuya? Is he okay?
Oh, he's fine. As soon as I found out he had left for Mountain Needle, I went off to bring him back. He's really not suited to a place like this. Did you say he wanted you to take him to Starlight City for the council?
Yep.
Well, that makes sense. He's always been jealous that I get to serve as Moonfar's representative and not him. But there's
Yeah.
a reason he's never chosen for the task. He just isn't ready for the responsibility, and really, this little escapade proves that. Did he honestly believe the council would accept him as an ambassador of Moonfar simply because he was the first one to get there? What a ridiculous notion.
It's true.
Really, he might have died if you weren't here to protect him. I must thank you for keeping our dear little Kuya safe. He wasn't so little.
Wait, so is Kuya really a great hunter? Yo, that's his sister.
Great hunter! Haha! Oh, that's amazing.
Check on the lasagna.
You poor thing. He told you nothing of the truth, did he? Let me bring you up to speed. Where to even start?
I think I can guess.
It must be obvious that our dear Kuya has some real delusions of grandeur. The Great Hunt and its secret hunters are all that is part of legend, passed down among moonfarcers for generations. It's a story for children, an exciting story, certainly, but that's all it is. The Great Hunters may be based on real historical figures, but even so, such barbaric animal slaughter with no regard for the balance of nature has long been a thing of the past. We moonfarcers have moved far beyond that now.
Seduced by naked.
I suppose it's our own fault, being so secretive with our ways that outsiders don't know how we really are. I don't at all blame you for believing Kuya's tales of mystical ruffians.
Well, I mean, I didn't really believe him. I just assumed that,
Yes, you did.
that was what your society thought was valiant. But we're a pacifist kingdom now. Sweet.
But we're a pacifist kingdom now. Our laws focus on coexistence with the forest that is ethical as well as spiritual, with a mind for conservation. We
So
choose
way
to
to
stay
go.
isolated in order to keep the forest a closed and balanced system with no outside influences to muck things up. That means you, kid. We've managed to bring several native moonforest species back from the brink of extinction, you know.
Oh, good job, guys. The other thing I didn't think of with putting the mic up there is they have band practice usually on Saturdays. So
Whatever.
we can just, again, we can have dueling band practices. We just have to start rock
So,
band.
did this just table flip on us and are they gonna make out?
I don't know.
We've managed to bring several native moonrise species
Yeah,
back
yeah,
from the
yeah,
brink
yeah,
of
we-
extinction, you know. I just stand there letting. Oh.
I just stand there letting the flood of words wash over me. I like to say none of it makes sense, but sadly it makes more sense than anything Kuya's told me. Carol seems to notice that I'm staring at her blankly and flashes me an apologetic smile.
Oh, I do hope I haven't been prattling on. I get so excited when I think about Moonforest achievements.
Huh.
I wish outsiders knew more about
Thank
us.
Carol.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
that's embarrassing.
bring it up at the council this year.
She does seem cool.
All in all, you should know that Kuya's behavior does not represent us. He's probably told you all kinds of stories of his violent
I
deeds.
mean, he does seem like 14, which is not very hot. He said that he tore the throat out of a wolf drake for his first kill when he was a baby, and then he once leveled an entire forest with his trees with his bare claws, which I guess is not super in tune with your,
First kill, preposterous. We haven't celebrated such things in Moonforest for hundreds of years. And the bit about leveling the trees, that's from the tale of Moonbeam, a children's fable. Not being a moonforester, you wouldn't have heard of it, but most of us grew up with it. Kuya was always especially enthralled with childish tales of heroism. It's rather sad, actually. He's modeled himself after these fictional heroes because he wants to feel big and powerful, I suppose. He was always the runt of the family. Oh, and he was never given much to do around the palace.
Oh, poor Kuya.
It isn't that I don't sympathize, mind you, but enough is enough, wouldn't you agree?
Kind of, yeah.
So she's saying she's bigger than him.
She is. She is. Look at her. She's got
Yep.
bigger horns.
Yeah.
More horns, too.
Uh-huh. I can't believe he was wearing that ridiculous warrior getup out here on a freezing mountain.
It's true. That was stupid. You have a sensible cloak.
It's bad enough when he wears it to the family dinners, but at least there it's only embarrassing. Here he's likely to catch cold.
How do I know you're telling the truth? It really looked like somebody kidnapped him. Maybe you're just telling me all this so I stop trying to find him. Where is he now, anyway?
My dear, Kuya did not want to leave your side, but I really didn't want to humor him any longer. He fought me tooth and claw, but I was determined to release you from his burden.
Oh, but you didn't need to. You could have just asked me.
Of course,
I like
he isn't
him.
strong
I
enough
like
to stand
him.
a chance against me, so his struggling was rather pointless. If it isn't painfully clear by now, little Kuya couldn't slay a fly. Eventually, I did have to bind his wrist because he kept clawing at the poor trees trying to get away. Do you know how bad that is for the environment? He did manage to slip away and run off into the woods a moment ago, but I can't imagine he's gotten far. I was about to go looking for him, but then I ran into you.
Take backsies, no kissing. She doesn't seem very worried that Kuya's lost on the mountain again. The only thing Kara seems to have in common with her brother is that they're both super condescending.
Well, I'm gonna find him. You stay here and wait. I need your help to bring him back safely. I don't care if you think he is ridiculous. He's my friend and I care about him. I want to be the one to make sure he's okay.
That's fine with me, my dear. I'm quite exhausted from hauling around all morning, and I wouldn't mind letting you take over for now. What is happening? But tell me, now that you know the truth about him, are you really all that surprised? It's adorable that you care about him, but did you ever truly believe he was the great hunter that he said he was? I only asked to satisfy my curiosity, mind you. I know you're an outsider, but you surely weren't silly enough to be fooled.
No, I mean, there's no reason to.
I'm not saying Kuya was never immature, but you shouldn't run him off so quickly. It seems to me he acts that way because you all made him feel like he has to. Like that's the only way you'd ever think he was worth anything. Kuya's not just a run. He's brave, imaginative, and sweet in his own strange way. If you just give him a little attention, then see that, yeah, you're like, oh.
Well, he's whatever.
Hey, now
Just
that's uncalled for. You know nothing of what it's like in our family home. For all you know, we lavish attention and love on Kuya, and he still acts like a brat.
Maybe that's true. But you can't deny that Kuya acts that way just because he wants someone to believe in him for once. I don't care if Kuya is a great hunter or not. I believe in him anyway.
It's only when I say that out loud that I realize I really do believe in Kuya in spite of it all. I turn away and stride into the forest without giving Kara a chance to change to response. Up to me to find Kuya and bring him back. Do we? It doesn't take long for finding him. I can't read. It's not snowing, so his footsteps are left uncovered.
Oh, shit.
There, leaning against a boulder with his wrists bound, and his head bowed, is Kuya. His wrists aren't bound.
No, they're not.
I approach him carefully and place a hand gently
Meditating.
on his shoulder.
No imagination.
I expect him to be angry, give me some sort of lecture about how it's improper for a lowly outsider to lay a hand on a hunter prince. Instead, he looks up at me with tears in his eyes. He doesn't bother to try to hide them now.
I guess you talked to my sister, huh?
Oh.
She told you everything?
Yeah, she did. Is it all true?
It is, all of it. I am so sorry I lied to you. I wanted you to think I was somebody. I want everyone to think that, even though I'm not. I'm just the runt of the family, the one no one wanted. I read those old stories about moonfires in the olden days, and I thought there would be nothing better than being a great hunter like that. But if I went on a hunt, I'd probably be killed on the first night.
Good thing it's not real then, huh?
Yeah.
Also, I'm still high from that wheat bread earlier.
Yeah.
I guess I thought that maybe coming out here would make me stronger. I might even slay a beast and win the respect of my people, just like the hunters of the old days. Or at least I sneak off to Starlight City for the council, even though they'd never let me attend. Maybe I could prove to them that I'm ready for it.
Well, but maybe you didn't.
But when I met you, I realized you are brave and
Contramand
strong,
all your
and
society's
I'm nothing like you.
values.
But because I'm bigger than you, you couldn't tell how weak I really am. You actually thought I was a tough guy.
Well, I mean, let's not get crazy.
No one's ever thought I was anything but a runt, no matter how much I tried to pretend. I got so carried away.
Oh.
Kuya.
Can you believe it? I actually met a real hero, someone worthy of being a great hunter. And I acted like a mean-spirited, arrogant fool and ruined it. I'm no better than my stupid brothers and sister. Can you forgive me?
Should I say maybe, but you have to do better?
No. He was, given the context, I feel like, yeah, he's always been the little tiny runtlet. It's like getting mad at a kitten for picking on like a mouse.
Yeah, but you don't want to make out with the kitten.
She doesn't want to make out with them. She's going straight to bone.
I'm glad you're
to the
telling me
bone
the
zone.
truth now, and I get it. Sometimes I call myself a knight, even though I'm not yet, because it makes me feel better. Well, there you go. You can both be liars together.
Ninja or kind of wanted to do better. I mean, it's true. He should do better.
It's okay.
We all
It's
need
okay
to
to
do
want to be
better.
something more than you are. You took it a little farther than me, but I understand what it's like to need to puff yourself up. I'm glad I know the real you, though. I like him better. He's nicer, a little less chuny, if you know what I mean.
Do better, kitten.
Rosemary, you're too good. I don't deserve to be forgiven so easily.
That's true, but
But you know, since I saw
now
you
that I
fight
know
the
how
Razorback,
pathetic you are,
I've sort of been head
it's
over
a lot
heels for you.
easier.
I was wondering why you're acting so different all of a sudden, and I hope that was the reason.
Really? Gosh, how did I ever get lucky enough to meet you? Oh,
Aw.
God. damn.
Believe it or not, I feel lucky to have met you. You're very sweet in your own way. Carol doesn't know what a good brother she has.
You know,
Ailstan said, like any good relationship, built on a foundation.
You know, I think you should get to call yourself a real knight. I can't imagine
Aw.
anyone being better at it than you.
Kuya looks at me with his big, cute puppy doll smile
With
of
his
his.
crazy eyes.
Oh, damn. Look at that CG.
Oh, and he's all his hands are tied behind his back. It's so cute.
So
I can't
Yeah,
help. I
she's into rope
just
play?
can't help it anymore. I mean, I lean in and kiss him.
woo!
First time I've ever kissed anyone, and I'm glad it's with him. With the snow swirling around us, he's an oasis of warmth.
I told
Kuya
you,
leans into me, and I
Yeah.
pull my arms around him, drawing him close.
he's literally hot. Please don't take me back to Cairo yet. Aw, yeah. I want to stay like this for as long as possible.
Oh, his hair's so pretty.
Let's stay here forever then.
Oh, I feel the hard muscles on his chest and arms, rubbing them
Woo,
gently with my bare
woo.
hands. It's embarrassing to
Now with his
admit,
guard down, steal his
but I
wallet.
am glad I finally got to do this.
That's messed up.
Foresters must all be huge. If a guy as beefy as this could be considered weak. I don't care about that though. Kuya is perfect to me.
Yeah, he is.
I feel the scrape of his sharp teeth on my lips. He's being really gentle. There's something intoxicating about being so close to those huge fangs, knowing they would never hurt me. The great hunter, so strong and fierce. Well, close enough.
Bitch just got 50 shades.
I reach up to his hair, and my hand brushes against
He's
one
tired
of
and
his
she's
horns.
talking about fangs.
He moans softly. I guess that must be a sensitive spot.
Kuya, it feels silly to say this out loud, but do you remember when I accidentally touched your chest?
Of course I do. It's hard for me to forget.
Well, me too. Well, I was thinking, since I got to touch yours, it's only fair you get to touch mine. I, if you want to.
I'd love to, but I can't.
Oh, is that a move? Oh, right.
No, my hands
No,
are
my hands are
bound.
tied behind my...
No, dude, my wrists are tied up.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I almost completely forgot.
It's okay. I like it. I told you it was that
Oh,
way. I
goodness.
told it.
Should
Should I leave them tied then? Unfortunately, our time together gets cut short by an unwelcome appearance stomping through the trees to find us. Hey, sister!
Oh no.
Fuck off!
Threesome.
Oh,
What is
I
it,
bet
Carl?
it's not.
Worse.
It's the... Yep. The Razorback with his bloody eye and his deadly tusks has found us again. I take out my
Cockblocker.
dagger and slice open Kuya's bindings. I could have been fun to leave them on, but that time is fast. I slide my greatsword out of its sheath. There aren't a lot of visible escape routes, but I can hold this thing off long enough to get Kuya to safety. I have to try. I know how much he's relying on me.
Blue balling boar. Rosemary, what are you going to do?
It's okay. Just stay behind me.
What in the name of the gods are you two doing? I've been waiting long enough. Oh.
As if the situation weren't bad enough, Kara comes wandering cluelessly out to find us, but stops short when she sees the Razorback.
Bonk.
Watching horror as the Razorback, distracted by the sudden sound, charges at Carol.
Don't worry.
Go!
Kuya's gonna jump in.
Kuya, claws bared and snarling, lunges for the beast, but I stop him with a hand.
What night is already
Dave.
that wit?
Kuya, wait, I've got a plan. But you've got to get yourself to safety. Let me handle this myself, okay?
Kuya hesitates a moment, then relents. He smiles and kisses me softly before hurrying away. Aww.
Yeah!
While I make noises to draw the Razorback's attention, Kuya sneaks through the trees towards Carol. I hope this works. The Razorback snorts and stamps in the snow. It lowers his head to charge. That's it! I sheath my sword and wait. For this to work, I have to let the Razorback get real close. Here it comes!
You gonna blind it?
What? What happened?
I remembered all at once the Razorback's strange secret weakness.
It wasn't his nose?
Huh? What is it? Did you kill Izzy by stabbing the one weak spot or something?
Haha, not even close.
The Razorback is.
Oh!
It is a threesome!
Whoa. The Razorback isn't a naturally aggressive animal unless you scare it or hurt it badly like we did. Otherwise, it's pretty tame.
Okay, but it's...
The way you calm it down is by rubbing its ears. Which and
And velvety soft too, but you blinded it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it
Touch
doesn't
its
hold a
butt.
grudge either, apparently.
Of course, the problem is figuring out how to grab its ears when it's charging and ready to rip your shreds. I guess I got lucky.
That's awesome. Aww. It was all a big misunderstanding. Hey, Kiji. Oh. I shift my grip and rub the Razorback's ear tenderly between my... Wait, you already read that part. Yes, you did. Between my thumb and
It
forefinger.
shudders all over. That's a, oh my god! I told you it was a threesome.
It shudders all over and lets out a hum of pleasure. I didn't know any better. I'd say it was purring. Aww.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, we're not gonna get any trouble from this cutie anymore.
Big
Isn't that
misunderstanding.
funny? It
A
seems so
big
scary. But all
misunderstanding.
needed was a little love. Now it's a big old softie. What do you think? Should we call it Tusky?
Two
Wow,
skirts.
you outsiders are terrible at
Skirts.
naming things. Yeah, she is.
Turtle skirts. I find that I can lead the Razorback wherever I want by tugging gently on its ears. Caro is pretty bruised up. The fall knocked her out cold.
Now's our chance to kill her,
Thankfully, though,
Kuya.
she's not too old.
She'll never stand in the way of our love.
Nope.
Together we lift her unconscious body
And
onto
throw
the
it off the
Razorback
cliff.
and head off for Starlight City. Knowing Caro is going to be okay, Kuya relaxes. He puts his arms around my waist, resting his head on my shoulder. The sun is just starting to set. It's getting colder, but with Kuya leaning into me, I feel warm and safe. You know... Oh.
You know, Rosemary, there's an old Moonforest fable that goes kind of like this. The great hunter goes to save his lady love from a fierce dragon. But instead of killing it, he ends up taming the dragon so together they can fly home on its back. What I'm trying to say is, if I thought you might make a good hunter before, I know it now. You'd be the best of them all, I think.
It's a very nice thing to say, but it makes me feel sad more than anything. It's Kuya who desperately wanted to be like the great hunters, not me.
Right. When I came to Mount Nido, I wanted to prove something. I'd make it to Starlight City all by myself, maybe even slay some ferocious beasts along the way. I was tired of everyone thinking of me as a weakling. For some stupid reason, I thought this adventure could fix that. But when I met you, I realized something. There's no shame in being weaker than someone like you, Rosemary.
Aww.
I guess what I'm saying is, I don't mind being protected if you're the one protecting me.
That pig looks so happy. That's when I realized I didn't want to say goodbye once this job was over. I wanted to stay by his side. I wanted to be his champion. It's been a strange and surprising journey, but against all odds,
That's
Prince
a really
Kuya
good
has
pig.
become precious to me.
I bet it's tasty.
I lean in to kiss him, his arms tighten around my waist.
Gamey.
Yeah.
Rosemary, I am royalty. I have the power to dub you a knight.
Sweet!
From now on, will you be my knight? Mamote
It would be
knight?
my honor, Prince Kuya.
Mamote knight.
Yeah.
Mamote night!
The pig is happy because he ships Rosemary and Kuya.
Shortly before we arrive in Starlight City, I send the Razorback off back to the
Tornad.
woods. I'll miss you, that big old
Tornad.
cutie pie.
That's how he gets those eyes. Shrooms.
Carol wakes up shortly
Yep.
after. She's upbeat and energetic, if a bit
I kind
sore.
of miss him staring confusingly at his hands.
Soon we're in the city, which is just as beautiful and overwhelming as imagined it would be.
It's not over yet.
Dearest Rosemary, I must thank you. You risked life and limb to save us both. It's safe to say you've gone above and beyond what Kuya hired you to do. Yes, you did. And once again, I can't apologize enough for my brother's behavior. Please don't cast all Moonforesters in with his lot.
It's okay. I was happy to help you both. And Kuya already apologized to me, so, you know, it's all good.
Kuya and I smile at each other and blush. Kara notices this and sighs heavily.
Well, if this outstanding woman can find it in her heart to forgive you, Kuya, I suppose I can too. You've made it.
That was the first
I made it
I
this
did.
far. Would you like to join me on the council this year? As long as you're seen and not heard, of course. Oh,
Well,
I've
he's
eaten
a
so
baby.
many mushrooms, I don't
know. I'm not sure. I think right now I'd like to go home. I wouldn't mind showing Rosemary around Moonforest too. Yeah, I mean, if you'd want to. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing. Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing.
I'm sure it would be wonderful, but it's also quite impossible, Kuya. Don't put any more foolish ideas in this poor girl's head. You know as well as I do that outsiders are not allowed to visit Moonforest except in emergency circumstances. You being love-struck is hardly an emergency circumstance. What? But I'm a prince. That means I get to make the rules, right?
He is a little.
I want Rosemary to come
Bossy.
with me. Oh, there it is. She's going to put her hands. You are a prince who is on. You
Put her
are
hands.
nice, and you know it. Don't push your luck. An outsider visit is out of the question, and that's absolutely final.
So this is goodbye then?
I've been thinking about our future, but I guess I should have seen this coming. Moonforest is completely isolated and secretive after all. There's no way they would let me just come waltzing in for no reason.
If Rosemary can't come home with me, then I'm not coming home.
What?
What?
Eh? What?
Kara, you know that I'm not happy at home. No one at home is happy with me either. Maybe the palace just isn't the right place for me. Rosemary travels all over the land, going on adventures and learning things. That's what I want to do too. I know I'm not a great hunter. I never will be. And maybe I could at least try something new and learn something. Maybe. Like how to tie a good knot. I can't do that at home. And it'd be worth it just to be with Rosemary. Besides, you know I'll be safe with her. You see how amazing she is. I know I'm weak, but I'll be okay. As long as I'm with her, you can trust Rosemary with my life, I promise, right?
Take a look at that snout. I think that's the,
He looks at me with a big hopeful smile. I smile back, but I'm not trying to get my hopes up. It all sounds too good to be true. To my surprise, Kara smiles at us too.
You're more mature than I thought,
Oh
Kuya.
God, why is it so weird?
Rosemary, would you swear on your honor to keep my brother safe in your travels, and perhaps let him come home to visit once in a while?
My heart leaps, and for a moment I'm too excited to know what to say.
Plus-
Yes, of course. I'm sworn to protect Kuya on my honor as his knight.
Very well then, take good care of him. Kuya, you might find it hard to believe, but I will miss you. I'll miss you too, Karo.
We say our goodbye, and Kara leaves to attend the council alone. Now it's just me and Kuya alone together, free to make our own future.
Tamer of beasts. Woo! It's just you and me now. What should we do first?
Plus, Rosemary makes the best bread.
Funny to hear
out
from
of this
you
world.
for ask my advice for once.
Sorry, how's this? Lowly outsider, tell you what we should do now, please.
Well, there's a lot we could do. I was thinking of traveling to the Western Islands next. Of course, before we go, I'd like to give you some sword fighting lessons.
Aw, yeah. Show you how to sheath one. That sounds great at all. It does. But I was thinking that maybe we could just take a break first.
That sounds perfect. What?
Aww.
I take his hand in mine, and together we walk through the city, ready for our next adventure.
Adorbs.
Alright, time for Yilsan to get his sieve.
Sivan gets it. Can we have some lasagna first?
Yeah, it's ready.
Well, where is it?
Nice.
You have to serve me. I'm not allowed to fucking do anything. I have to eat though again.
There's Joe, Conrad. In the credits.
I'm just a pastor.